Yes. So I switched over to making videos on my second phone. Yes, I have multiple. Uh, and it's because my other phone ran out of space. My last video was 13 minutes, and I deleted that so I could make like a new video. And all of a sudden I can only record 3 minutes, so I'm super confused, even though I like deleted a heck of a lot of stuff from my phone, so I could like have room for more stuff. So I'm not sure what's happening. So I'm recording with this phone, and it might be a crappier picture, but you can still see me, and I hope you can hear me too. For some reason, this phone can record for 53 minutes, so I was gonna talk about that you guys maybe don't know what I've been up to while I've been gone. And I can't really recall what I've been doing for like 3 years, but I'm gonna talk to you what I've been doing currently. I'm in a new apartment because my old apartment has like there's been like water leakage and stuff, so they need to fix it. So I'm in a temporary apartment, and it was like black mold, and it was like water all the way up to the roof inside the wall. Like so they've smashed one of the walls completely. I haven't been there to see it, but I've heard people say it. So my current apartment is a 1, and my old apartment was a 2. And I don't know what the English terms are, but I have like, in this apartment, I have 1 room and a bathroom. And this 1 room also is the kitchen and my living room at the same time. And my old apartment had 1 more room and like a real hallway. So it was like a hallway, 2 rooms, 1 kitchen, and a bathroom in that one. So this is really small. What more have I been? I've been really into K-pop lately. I've always liked K-pop. Well, not always, but for like 10 years or something at least. But lately I've gotten like super into it a lot. So I've been singing to K-pop music a lot. I've been trying to learn specific dances from specific bands and stuff. But I also wanted to be like, I've always had this like secret dream of wanting to be in a K-pop band, and I don't know if I could ever succeed in doing that, but you know, I at least want to try and do stuff. Like, I'm not sure if I want to be sometimes I just want to be like an emo singer, like normal singer, and sometimes I want to be in a K-pop band. Sometimes I want to be an actor. Like, there's so many things I want to be. But I've told myself to like, I should at least, you know, if I want to learn how to dance, I should at least start doing that and see where that goes. Not put too much pressure on myself. So I'm trying to learn how to dance K-pop dance, like not just like specific videos from bands, but also like ordinary K-pop dance to make my own dances with. I've also been trying to sing a lot more again, and I've also tried to learn Korean. And Korean is hard. And it's not hard because all languages are hard. It's because they have different letters than us. And it's not that I haven't learned the alphabet. I have learned the alphabet. Believe me, it took like 3 hours to just learn the Hangul, like the actual writing language of Korean. But the thing is, your brain takes a lot longer time to learn to think in that language. Like, if I think in Swedish, I can see letters of Swedish in my head as I speak, right? Well, not really. It usually goes just automatically. But you know, if I were to like learn Spanish or something that uses the same letters, I could remember what the words mean by seeing the letters in my head. But since I use like a different alphabet than what Korea does, it's really hard to like manifest the language. That's why I think it's so hard with Asian languages. It's not that they are hard because the language itself is hard. Maybe it's just because they use different kinds of letters than us. So I've been trying to learn Korean, and I've been trying to sing in Korean. So it's been a lot of like Asian related stuff with me lately. I've also been drawing a lot. I don't know if you know so much about me from earlier, like what I like in general, and it would take a lot of time to explain. I could do that if you want. I could do like a video where I talk about all my interests, but believe me, it could take some time because my list of interests is like longer than Santa's naughty list and nice list. It's I have many passions and so many things I like to do, and they switch a lot too. Like some stuff stays like always in the background, but they like switch places. Like this week I do that, this week I do that. So like in some weeks I could maybe be super tired of K-pop stuff and do something else. Maybe I could do hula hooping or something. I don't know. It's probably because of my autism. I have both autism and HID, if you didn't know. But I like in general what I like. Some of the stuff I like a lot that has stayed with me is like I like drawing, I like singing, I like photography, I like playing video games, I like painting. I haven't done so much painting though, but I like it. And I just started with acrylics again just the other day. I haven't done so many acrylics in my life. I've done mostly watercolor. So that's nice. I've always wanted to paint paintings, like, because it feels like they are so special because they're only one of them, and you can't like put them into a copy machine to copy them like you can do with like drawings. So it's like they're very unique. It's like that's the only painting of that painting that exists, and I think it's something cool with that. I also like, what more do I like? I like animals a lot. I like almost all kinds of animals. I like nature. I'm not like one of those people that go out all of the time into nature and like go for hikes and go skiing and go kayaking, or I'm not like that kind of into nature. I love nature. I love flowers. I love trees. I love to be in nature, but I'm not like doing it 24/7, if you get what I mean. But sometimes I want to like move out to the country and just live there because it's so cozy. Like having a self-sustaining farm or something, that would be so cool. There's so many things I want to do in life. I want to be everything. That's a big problem. I like dolls, like Barbie dolls and the BED dolls. I also like miniatures, like doll houses and miniatures, and make like room boxes and like arts and crafts in general. I love doing arts and crafts. I do sew at times, but it's one of my Achilles heels. Like, no matter how many times I double check that I've done everything that you're supposed to do in sewing TM, it doesn't really work. It's like I'm cursed or something. There's two things that Shadow is really bad at. It's aiming and it's sewing. So if I throw snowballs or anything, it's like, it's hopeless. It's like my hand and arm doesn't want to do what my brain tells it to do. And I'm crap at sewing because I always forget to make a knot, or I forgot to like go back and forth so that the thread stays in place. Something gets stuck in something and the machine starts acting up, and like I have to open it up and do stuff, and it's like, no matter what I do, it just doesn't work. And when I finally finish with a product, it usually tears and the thread like falls out and like everything falls apart. I'm like, what did I do wrong? What the heck? So yeah, but I have sewn some things, especially I tried to sew for my dolls because it's faster than sewing like a whole shirt for a person, but I would want to do my own clothes too. I really love customizing stuff. I recently bought Posca pen. My first ever Posca pen. I've actually wanted to own Posca pens for some years now, but I've been scared that they might smell a lot. And in certain periods of time, I'm more sensitive to smells and stuff that give me anxiety and stuff. So I've been avoiding it. But now I'm like better at doing stuff again. I can color my hair, and even though that smells sometimes. And so I was like, why not just try Posca pens? This is a small one. I'm gonna show you. I'm speaking really fast, aren't I? It's part of the HID. Sometimes I speak non-stop and sometimes I'm really quiet. It's a really small nib. I don't recommend this size. It's not easy to use. I wanted to have the big kind, but the person that was going shopping for me didn't really know that, I think. So I have to do with this one for now. But I want more. This is the only thing I've done so far with them. I wrote my name and made a strawberry. I don't know if you can tell, but it is like light, very light pastel pink. So, yes. I like all kinds of customization, really, of everything. I've always wanted to make my own stuff and wear my own stuff in any way I can. And I've gotten more inspired lately to do that, especially since I've been watching G-Dragon, because he does a hell of a lot of customization on his own clothes and stuff. But I've always wanted, even before I knew him, I always wanted to do stuff. It's just I haven't really gotten my butt off the couch to do things all the time. But I used to make like my own dream catchers and stuff to hang on my bag, and I've done my own stickers lately too. Where is my phone? My second phone. As I said, I have multiple. I did this. It's really easy to do your own stickers. You just need like big, like, I don't know where it is, but like this size tape. And then it's a specific procedure. You put them on top of each other, you don't need a machine, is what I'm saying. You can do this by hand. So I made these by hand, and they have been sticking there for over a week, and they haven't peeled yet. So worth it, worth the investment. I also designed, but where is that then? Where is that? Oh, there it is. This isn't done yet, but this is me trying to customize my Nintendo Switch. Yes. If you wonder what the numbers and the letters are, this is G-Dragon and his birth year, because it's an inspiration to me. I've talked about it a lot, haven't I? I like other K-pop bands. This is my name and my birth year. Actually, maybe I should talk about that a bit. I've always liked Big Bang a lot, and I've liked Newest, and I've liked EXO. The thing is, I'm really good at sticking with certain songs that I know, and only listening to them for repeat, and not trying to like widen my horizons at the same time as I'm trying to widen my horizons. I've been trying to find other K-pop bands earlier, like some years ago, but I didn't find any, and I was like, oh, I'm too tired to do this, and blah, blah, blah. So I've just been keep listening to like Big Bang and Newest and EXO like all over again, and also Ancafe. They are a Japanese band. They aren't active anymore, I think, but now I've started to really try and broaden my horizon, and I've started to like Stray Kids a lot, so I like Stray Kids. So it's like Big Bang, and then it's Stray Kids. And I've also tried to look into 80s and GOT7, because I really like Jackson Wang. He was like my algorithm just made me find him, and he's awesome. uh, so and I'm gonna try and look into like TXT because people have talked about those. So if you have any K-pop bands or K-pop songs to recommend to me, do that. I mostly listen to guy bands, but I can listen to girl bands too. I've heard like one song from Blackpink that I like because it happened to like play on my Spotify after other songs that I was listening to. So I found that song out and I was like, oh, this song is pretty good actually. And I know that band is really famous and stuff, but I think I just happened to accidentally listen to it and think it was good anyway, so that is like the only girl band I can say that I listen to because I haven't heard any other ones, kind of. I think I've heard some songs at some point, but I can't recall what bands. But it's cool that there's both girl bands and guy bands. One thing I haven't seen yet is a combination band, like both girls and guys in it. Why don't Korea or Japan or like any Asian country do that? It could be cool. It could be like 3 guys and 3 girls, kind of like the Chipmunks and the Chipettes. They couldn't even do this, like they could be like separate bands, but they could collab a lot. So some videos are like together with them and some are like separate. That could be cool. I don't mean that they are supposed to be the Chipmunks and Chipettes. I just said that the concept of like 3 guys and 3 girls are from that movie. One thing I've also wanted to talk about is if you see me not look into the camera a lot, it's also because of my autism. I have a hard time looking people in the eyes, and for some reason apparently my head thinks that a camera lens is also an eye. I don't know, because it's really hard to like sit like this and like stare at you guys and like talk all the time. I get weird and want to just look away like this all the time. So if that bothers you, I can't do anything about it really. It's just who I am. But yes, if you're wondering why I'm sitting with like a winter thing inside, it's because I've been feeling a bit bad lately, and someone told me to just put a scarf around my neck and keep my neck warm. So maybe I have like, it's really stiff and stuff, so maybe it will help, because I always have my window open. I can't never not have a window open, but I think I'm sitting in a draft and that's a problem. So gonna see if this works, I guess. I've been into fashion again. I've always been into fashion, but I've really tried to actually like buy clothes. Like, wait, I don't know if you can see it, but like this shirt. Hold on. This is not an undressed video. It's just me showing that I have a shirt. It's like, it's a shirt. So I've been trying to. There's also one of my shirts I want to show you guys. It's like this tie-dye shirt that I found. So I've been trying to really, because there's a lot of stuff that I, for such a long time, I've been wanting to do, but I've given myself reasons to just not do them. And now I'm like, heck no. I'm just gonna sit here until I'm like 95 and then just regret not doing stuff. So I cut my hair into K-pop hairstyle. I've been starting to try and buy clothes even though they're heck expensive. And I've been trying to do music again. I've been trying to learn Korean. I'm like, I'm not gonna put stuff off anymore. I'm gonna just do them, okay? But it's also important to not overdo it and not do too much each day. Just, it's a process. It's a process. But I'm really happy to be back on YouTube again, and I really hope that you guys like my videos. I'm still scared that not all of you are gonna like me because I look a bit different than what I usually do. But the thing is, even when I had like black hair all of the time, I usually also sometimes had like purple hair and like pink hair at some point and blue hair, so I haven't always had just black hair. And I still do makeup at times. I want to say that I still do makeup at times. But nowadays I'm trying to do more like K-pop inspired makeup. But that can change too, because I still get the feeling to dress like all emo at some times. And I think like when I'm not trying to force myself to just be emo dressed all the time, I think I'm gonna want to be emo more because I can choose to. But there's actually a lot of different clothes styles I wanna like experience. I wanna try like fairy K. I wanna try like Harajuku. I wanna try like steampunk at some point, the visual K. I wanna like try so many styles. I don't wanna be like just this or just that. But you can say that I'm still very alternative. Sure, I'm gonna probably be someday that I'm just gonna sit like in just a plain t-shirt and plain pants and like maybe have my normal hair color. But then that's what it is and that's what I want to do then. So, but I really like creativity. I like hair colors. I like cool clothes. I like that stuff. And I like music. I like drawing. I like photography. I like almost anything you can do that is creative. Video games, and I've also tried to make my own video games and code, and I really tried to get on the deep end of stuff. There's a lot more stuff that I like to do, so you just ask me. Just ask me in the comments what I like to do. If you wanna know, anything else, or if you have questions, or a wish list of what I should do, or like constructive criticism is also good. But just try to be respectful and nice in my commentary field, because we're all a family here and we're all nice. But I always like people to be honest, of course. So yeah, and I missed you guys, and I'm happy I have you, and I hope I see you soon.